Exactly 11 days ago, I started my own community on Skool called the No-Code Integrator. And ever since then, I'm getting 10 times more leads, 10 times more YouTube subscribers, and a lot more people than I would have ever expected joining my community on Skool. Now, I really think Skool is the new game changer in town. It's all about bringing people together, which I love. It's a place where everyone helps, grows, and learns from each other, where members want to contribute because they get rewarded for doing so. And in this video, I'm going to map out my exact strategy on how to leverage Skool, not only to make a ton of money, which by the way is my goal as well, but actually to spend more time with like-minded people, have more fun along the way, and help others do the same. So I will be super transparent when it comes to my strategies and the targets I want to hit. And if you stick until the end of this video with me, I'm going to share my exact numbers I want to hit in the coming weeks and months. So let's dive in. We've got a lot to cover today, as you can tell, but before we do, we need the fundamentals right. Okay, I want to start things off with a little quote, which is, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. And I think this fits perfectly for today's topic, which is Skool and my 10x Skool growth system, which I'm going to decode with you, right? It really is about bringing people together. As I mentioned in the intro already, Skool is the perfect place to do that. And it's a realization I came across way too late, to be honest, because I'm actually very introverted, even though you see me in front of the camera right now. I used to hide my face when people came to try to take pictures of me. I would literally run away from people, from my mom, from my father, from friends. Didn't really matter until I was like 21 or something. I'm 29 right now. But yeah, I really think I've been missing that part a lot, which is, well, collaboration. And Skool is the perfect place to do so. But before we dive in, I want to actually show you something I came across yesterday, and it fits perfectly because you're probably here not only to find like-minded people, but also to make money online, right? So what's the best way to make money online? I think this is going to encapsulate it perfectly for you. So let's have a quick look.
12 of these interviews so far with these like older, icons and legends on Titans, almost all of them to a T say, make your partners really, really rich. Now, the reason I bring this up now is because these are people in their 90s.
So make your partners really, really rich. I think that's a great attitude and a great principle, like a business principle to go after. So what is Skool? If you don't know what Skool is yet, well, it's a platform to build communities, right? Think of Facebook groups, but 1,000 times better. You probably know the founder, which is Sam Ovens, right? He used to have consulting.com, sold it for a lot of money, and is now building Skool ever since, right? And the newest investor of Skool is, well, Alex Hormozi. And he has been tweeting and posting about this for a while now, right? This is the first post he actually announced that he's investing in Skool. But it's been a long time in the making, and he just made a secret out of it. So we didn't know. It's not about money or connections. It's the willingness to outwork and outlearn everyone. And I really think this is the attitude we have to get into this space right now. There are going to be a lot of people joining Skool, a lot of people trying to make money with Skool. But I really think it's not about the people with the most talent. It's actually the people with the best work ethic and willingness to learn, right? So let's keep that in mind. At least that's part of my philosophy, okay? So let's talk about the Skool philosophy. Community-based learning. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. And that is why Skool is so powerful. If you think of the traditional way of learning or even of school, right? It was just, well, I'm gonna tell you something and you will have to remember it. And that's not the best way to learn. The best way to learn is actually to get involved, right? And a great place to do so is within communities, right? Where people, like-minded people with the same interest and the same topics and the same ambitions and the same goals, right? The same vision. They are working towards something, right? And if they learn together and they get involved and they build and they grow, well, it's going to be much, much more effective. And that's a quote by Benjamin Franklin. I just love that quote. I'm a quotes person, so get used to it. So the goal really is to involve your members into learning with you. Sure, you teach, but ultimately, I want to learn way more from my community than they learn from me, right? So this is my goal with my community. Of course, I want to teach them stuff, right? I'm going to build that course, which I started already, right? I'm posting valuable content. But ultimately, I want to have people I can learn from, right? So that's my level at least. And with Skool, you have tools to motivate people to learn and be of value, right? So you have the classroom, you have leaderboards, you have the community calendar, and you have post, action, and polls, right? So let's have a quick look. So you actually understand what Skool is, right? So this is, let's start here actually. This is Skool, and this is my community I'm building right now, right? So 11 days I started this, and we've got 77 members already, which is incredible. Like really, I am amazed by the growth of this community. I was expecting to have around 50 members by the end of the month, which is still 19 days to go. So yeah, this is basically the landing page for the community. And if you join it, you are going to see something like this, right? Where all the posts are, these are my pinned posts, and we've got a classroom in here, right? So you can actually create and host your course on Skool. Well, you cannot host it there, but you can implement it in Skool, right? Hosting has to be like on YouTube or Vimeo or Loom or something. And if you go in there, you can actually see the modules in here, right? So you can build your own course curriculum. This is, for example, a video where I post about how to automate Skool, right? And I share the blueprint and created a post and talked about it, right? And people are like, wow, this is interesting. So very cool stuff. And already this is a huge level, right? Skool is not only great to find like-minded people, but also to give you feedback on stuff you are doing, right? On your project, so, and your office as well, right? So it's actually the perfect place to test my offers, to test if the thing that I'm building right now for my niche is of value or is actually needed, right? But anyway, let's start here. So you just saw the classroom. We've got a leaderboard, and the leaderboard will help you to motivate members to engage in the community, right? So I've named my levels here, right? So if you're level 1, you're just a procrastinator. Level 2 is a newbie. Level 3 is the maker that I am currently. And then you can just level up, right? And you level up by getting likes from other people, right? So you have to be of value in the community. And this is community-based, right? So if I go to another community, I'm going to be at another level. And not only that, but we actually have rewards in the leaderboard, right? So if you get to level 3, you can unlock this course right here, only if you're level 3. So the incentives are just right, which makes it super powerful to make people engage with the community. So this is what I love about it. Okay, so then you actually have a community calendar, which is this one right here. I'm not really utilizing it so far, but we could, right? If I click here on the plus sign, I can actually add an event to my Skool community, and everyone is going to be noticed, right? And they are going to be reminded if I want them to. I can add a Zoom link or Google Meet or whatever, another link to it, a description, a cover image, a title. I can decide who actually is able to attend the meeting, which is super interesting. So you can do all kind of stuff with this, right? If I want only people from level 3, I can absolutely do that. So this way I only have motivated and engaged members of my community in my calls, which is super interesting to me. Right. So then you have post actions and polls, right? Another super powerful feature. If you have a look at my first post, it says, well, action complete, right? And the action is only complete if you engage with that post. So let's say I'm gonna write a new post here, right? And then I click on the add action. This way, if the member sees the post for the first time, they are going to see this right here, complete action, right? And if they comment below the post and I tell them to do so basically, well, it's gonna change into action complete, which is another incentive for people to actually engage with that post, right? This one right here. So you have polls as well, right? Just to have it mentioned, right? I could create a poll and ask for feedback, for example. Really easy to do so in Skool. And this was actually the launch of the Skool Games, which is, well, yep, I'm gonna call it a game, where hosted by this guy right here, Andrew Kirby and Alex Hormozi. And basically what this is I can simply show it to you, right? Let's go to the Skool Games. So this is the Skool Games community, and if we have a look at the leaderboard right now, we can see exactly how much money people are making currently, which is super interesting. So you can basically win one day with Alex Hormozi, and this happens every month, right? So the top 10 of this list are going to meet Alex Hormozi in Las Vegas. They are going to be invited. They fly to Las Vegas and they spend one day with Alex Hormozi in the headquarters. Sorry, there we go. Right? Everyone who gets at least 3 paid members will get the recording of that one-day event. And well, if you refer 3 people to the Skool Games, you basically get Skool for free because there's an affiliate system behind it. You get 40% of the price people are paying. Right? And we can already see this started on the 1st of February. And since then, people added $25,000 in MRR, right? Monthly recurring revenue, which is intense to me. I see some familiar faces in here actually. But yeah, these are the Skool Games and you can join them if you want to. You get a 14-day free trial. I'm going to post a link in the description. It's an affiliate link. Happy if you use it. But yeah, that was really interesting. There should be a recording of this if you're interested. They actually lit up the, how do you call that? That fire thing. I forgot it. Well, let's move on. Something really important to understand here and why Skool is so powerful for you guys, right? Google's 7-11-4 rule, which is actually a scientific approach to marketing, right? And if you don't know that rule, well, watch my last video where I explained it in depth and how to use Skool as a funnel. But basically what it says is that in order to convert a visitor of Google into a buyer, they have the KPIs of 7 hours of content consumed, 11 touch points, and across 4 locations, right? This is important for us because Skool makes this so much easier, right? Because the problem with ads, and that's the traditional way of doing marketing, right? The problem with ads is the diminishing return curve. Let's have a look, right? So on the x-axis, you will see the amount of euros spent on a weekly basis, right? On the y-axis, you see the incremental sales on a weekly basis. And you might notice these are different platforms, right? So it says YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, Meta, etc. And you might notice that the curve, well, the growth rate reduces over time, which is a problem because you are spending more and more money every week and you're getting less and less of a return, which sucks, right? But if we have a look on the, well, on the Skool community, actually, you can't see it, right? Now you can see it. Okay, let's put me here. So if we go through Google's KPIs and look at Skool, it's actually very easy because with Skool, you have at least one location, right? You can even have multiple if you show up in different communities, right? So that's what I do as well. I have my own community, basically, but I also am joining different communities, right? Like the synthesizers, which I love, by the way. And you can see my post right here. I am sharing content on different communities because, well, I'm trying to be a valuable members in other communities. So you can actually show up in multiple communities, which gives you multiple locations. You have endless touch points through Skool through the Skool ecosystem because, well, you get notified with each like you get, with each new post that is being posted. You get DMs, you get emails, etc., right? And you can consume a ton of content through the course modules and posts and comments, right? So it's really easy to get those 7 hours of content and 11 touch points because Skool makes it super easy. So there are basically 2 ways to go about it, right? You either find someone to build a community for, or you build your own community. Both are super powerful. So if you feel more comfortable actually operating a community, right, for someone else, go that route, right? If you know people in a niche that you're interested in, well, and you find someone who can be in front of the camera, be involved in the community, and just market to get people into the community, that's gold, right? So you don't have to be an expert. Of course, a bonus if you are. You should be genuinely interested in your chosen topic. And you definitely need to consider the basic rules of choosing a market, which is, well, is the market in pain? Is the market growing? Does the market have purchasing power? And is it easy to target the market you're choosing, right? And this stuff I got from Alex Hormozi, basically, $100 million office. Also, I want you to think about collaboration, right? Even if you don't want to build a community for another person, think about how you can add value by inviting people into your community as experts, for example, as partners, or even have engaged members help you organize your community, right? Which I'm currently at this step, right? I need to think about collaboration. That's why it's in here, right? So the best way to build a network is to deliver value to the network, right? This is the attitude we should think about this. And this is by Sam Alvins, by the way. So really, all we need to do is deliver value to our community. And however we do so, I like thinking in systems because it simplifies processes, right? It's not only useful for process automation, but also for any business use case, right? So I do a lot of process automation. And that's why I draw a lot of processes, but I also started using this for general thinking, right? Business principles and marketing. It's very powerful, and I highly recommend to getting into this stuff. There are actually many books about this. So let's have a look. Systems thinking. Basically, what is a system, right? Let's put it here. What is a system? Well, we've got inputs, we've got a process, and we've got outputs, right? So if you think that, well, we put one in, right, as an input. We have a process which turns it into 2. That's great, right? You put $1 in, you get 2 out. That's amazing. Now, if we actually, let's put me here, if we actually implement the last feature, which is feedback, well, I'm going to take my output and put it back in as an input, right? So we've got 2 as input, we process it, we get 4 as output. Amazing. And now we continue to do this, and you can imagine like 4 gets into 8, 8 gets into 16, 16 gets into 32, right? And so on. So that's exponential growth. And that's exactly what we're looking for. And Skool is the perfect place for that because you get a ton of feedback, and you are going to know exactly what the members of your community are in need for, because you just have to ask, you just have to write some posts about it, you just have to look for signal, right? So in this case, Skool is my feedback mechanism, right? Very simplified. I focus mainly on organic content. You can add all kinds of stuff to it if you want to, but the real goal here is, well, I want to have more fun, I want to make more money, I want to have more freedom, and I want more awesome people in my life, right? And all of this can be achieved through working with Skool. So let's have a look on my execution plan. This is basically, it's a marketing system, right? It's nothing else. And it always starts with traffic. So let's start with the traffic. Right here, I've got a creator with expertise, right? In this case, it's myself, right? I've been a consultant for a long time. I'm doing automations and AI for my clients. And I've been through a couple of projects to be able to talk about that stuff, right? So if you don't have the expertise, if you don't have the skills, well, again, you can find someone that has it already and just operate the community for them. Anyway, what I do is I post YouTube videos like this one, right? And this generates traffic. And I have a little link in the description you can click anytime, which will lead you to my VSL, which is a video sales letter, right? LP stands for landing page, if you don't know that. So I am selling the easy to grasp transformation, speaking to pain points and educating on the solution. This is really the summary of what I'm doing on that page. So we've got the content, right? We've got traffic, we've got the landing page. These are the core things to have, right? And you could replace the landing page with a Skool landing page if you want to, but I prefer to have it that way because, well, I'm going to be able to automatically have leads flow into my CRM and my email marketing software, both at the same time, right? But let's focus on the traffic one more time because, well, I'm doing YouTube videos at the moment, but I'm going to extend this to a lot more, right? I'm going to post on LinkedIn. I'm going to post on short form on Instagram, on YouTube Shorts, on TikTok, and on X, right? Formerly Twitter. And obviously, I'm not going to have different posts for each and every platform because my time is limited as well. And that's basically the reason why I started with YouTube, because I know YouTube and I know how to get traffic from YouTube. And well, I just don't want to be overwhelmed with creating more and more content all the time, right? But another lever is actually, well, you could do outreach with emails, for example, or DMs. And that's what I'm going to do as well, as you will see in a couple of minutes. Another thing is, well, you can post on Skool itself, right? In other communities to drive traffic to your landing page or your community, which is super powerful, by the way. It works like a charm. All right. So every red dot signals that, well, I'm not done here, right? This is work in progress. Right now, I'm only posting on YouTube and Skool, basically. And it's working great so far. But I'm going to extend that. Anyway, let's follow the traffic. It goes to the landing page. It becomes a lead, right? Someone I can potentially message. I have the allowance to message them. And they end up in my Pipedrive. I'm using Pipedrive as a CRM. You can use HubSpot or go high level or whatever you want to. And then I have them automatically go into Klaviyo, which is my email marketing software, right? And from there, I can send them emails anytime. And at the same time, well, they signed up through my landing page and they are going to end up on my free Skool community. And this is the place I have started to build 11 days ago, right? The no-code integrator community, which is basically a place where I want to have a valuable course where I solve a problem and which is transformational, basically. Let's scoop over here. I will have incentives and gamification, right? Skool makes this super easy. And I need a strong and healthy community, right? And these incentives and gamification help with that, as well as the valuable course, right? If you have success because of the course, I'm going to have a more strong and healthy community. If I'm able to incentivize you to engage with the community, the rest of the community is becoming more healthy and strong, right? What else? From there, I get feedback, and this is the arrow right here, right? So I'm using this community as a feedback mechanism, like we discussed back here, right? I put something in, which is, in this case, a YouTube video, right? It goes into a process, which is, well, my landing page, my newsletter, my CRM, and the output is, well, another member in my group. And if I have that member in my group, well, I'm going to post in that group and get feedback from that member, which is going back into my input, which in that case is going to be another video, another course, another module, whatever it is. This is, by the way, this right now is a video I'm creating because I got feedback from my community. They told me that I have to talk about this in a video because, well, maybe this was too much to understand just by posting a picture. And I totally get that. Okay, so now emails are not really set up right now. I'm not done with that, but it's coming soon. Don't worry. What is next? Well, in order to make money, we can go two routes basically, right? We can either, like I'm speaking for myself, we can either turn free members into paying members with a second community. We could actually also upgrade members into a paid plan and have them in the same community just paying to get access to something special, right? To something exclusive. But I want to go that second community route where I create another community which is going to be more exclusive, solve specific problems based on the feedback I'm getting from my first community, right? And the important fact right here, like we really have to focus on making the free community awesome. Right? It needs to be great in order to work. Because if this one right here sucks, no one's going to bother even having a look at this one, right? So we really need to deliver here. And the way to deliver here is, well, you need a valuable course, you need the incentives right, and you need a lot of engagement in the group. But there's another option, right? We get feedback from the free community. Well, we could actually turn this feedback into services, right? So I'm a consultant and I help other businesses make more money, cut costs, save them time, improve their processes, all that stuff. And now that I have some people giving me feedback, I can optimize my services. I can create new offers, and I could do so, by example, by offering a high ticket service done for you, right? Or I could do an offer done with you, like coaching, for example. And both of these, if I deliver both of these, well, they are again feeding back into my feedback system mechanism, right? So, but if I get clients, I make money basically, right? And those clients give me more use cases, more projects to talk about, more experience, more learnings, and all of this I can use as a creator with expertise and talk about it in my YouTube videos or my outreach or my LinkedIn, whatever it is, right? Also, I'm getting money not only by delivering the service to my clients, but also actually by posting content about stuff that's giving me affiliate commissions, right? So that's the path right here. If you, for example, sign up through the link in the description for the Skool games, I'm getting a commission on that. If you pay for it, right? I'm getting a small cut. And I can now go ahead and take that money and reinvest it into making more content basically, right? I could hire an editor for my videos, or maybe a strategist or someone that helps me in general with customer service and stuff like that, and helps me create more content. So that's really the flywheel, right? You put in content. It's so simple. You put in content, you have your process, which in my case is, well, the whole marketing system behind it, right? You get members into your groups and clients and make money, and you turn all that money and feedback and projects you've been working on into more content. So it grows and grows, right? That's the basic idea behind it. Okay, so now I really have the free community, which is one main element. I have the service offer, which is going to be done for you. I have the coaching offer. And I also have the paid community, which is going to be a monthly recurring revenue. So the combination of those four seems to be very, very powerful, don't you think? Right? You get money out of this. You can again feed it back into your content, and also you get money out of this and you can feed it back into your free community and your paid community, right? So I'm really thinking of all of this out of a business perspective, where you make money to put that money back into work and make more money out of it, right? 1 equals 2. That's the basic concept. If you're not embarrassed by the first version of your product, you've launched too late. That's why my community is already online. It's not done yet, as you can tell, right? You see all those red dots. Nothing's done basically, except for, well, I've got a landing page and I know how to get leads. But other than that, I'm only able to do a YouTube video per week, and post some content on my community. And I'm still, it takes a lot of time to work on the course actually. But I launched anyway, and it was worth it because, well, I already got like 77 members, I think. And I got so much feedback already. It's incredible. I can only recommend you to start right now. Okay. So let's reward you. You've been waiting for it, right? And sorry that I've been talking so much, but this stuff is pumping me up. It's really interesting and I get really excited about it because it's been a while since I've been in touch with so many people that are interested in the stuff that I'm doing as well, right? So the feedback is just energizing somehow, right? But yeah, let's go ahead. Process goals over outcome goals, right? It's the process that shapes you, not the goal. Michael Phelps, and I love that quote. I'm a great guy. So this is one of my business principles, basically. I have reached my goals so many times and felt nothing. And I'm sure you've done the same in the past, right? So I've had multiple good months, let's say, right? Around 15, 17K. And it was like a dream goal of mine a couple of years ago. And I felt nothing achieving it, nothing. And I really want to avoid that. And I realized, well, the only time I'm actually proud and happy is when I do what is necessary and what I told myself I would do, right? So even if I reached my goal and didn't do everything I was able to do, right? I didn't give it all. I'm not going to be happy about that, right? So having a goal to reach 10K per month is great. And many of you guys are exactly aiming for it, right? Which is fine. But what is necessary to make it to 10K per month, right? You need to map out your plan. And I recommend to use system thinking. You need to define it in numbers, right? And you need to execute. That's it. So let's have a look at my numbers now. Where is it? Right here. So by the way, this is, since I've been posting on Skool, this is my YouTube channel. It's growing fast. However, these are my numbers. So again, this is the first time I'm being really transparent about this. Please be kind. Yeah. Okay, let's go through it. So I've got the months. I've written down how much content I'm willing to post per month, right? And this is basically on all platforms, right? YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, X, Skool, right? I'm going to be mostly active on Skool and YouTube, but I'm going to start doing some LinkedIn and especially some outreach too. Oh, I've got it there, right? Okay. So traffic per month, right? This is just an estimation of how much I actually need in order to achieve my goals, right? So about 1,500 people per month, which is doable and I did already. And today is the 11th of February. Okay, so 45 leads per month for February, right? I'm just looking for more than a month. Already achieved, which is great. Like I wasn't expecting this. I thought, well, I didn't do as many leads before. So yeah, this is a great outcome already. Outreach. This is another process goal, right? I want to do 750 emails this month in outreach, cold outreach, right? Yeah. Okay, 750 emails. I want to have 50 Skool members in my free community, which I already reached, right? 0 paid members, 1 done for you client and 1 done with you, 0 done with you clients, right? And this is just an estimation always. And for the leads, by the way, I'm just using like a 3% conversion rate, right? Nothing special of the traffic. So, and I've tried to, well, estimate this for each and every month for the whole year. So as you can tell, it's growing each month. I get more and more leads. In September, I want to actually reach 600 leads in 1 month. This is going to be insane. I'm looking forward to it. And I've never done this before, right? Except for like working with a bigger company. I've helped them do a lot more, but not for myself, right? This is different. And by the end of the year, I want to have 1,000 members in my free community. And I kept that by 1,000 members because I think more than that is not going to make any sense, right? Actually, I'm having a hard time imagining 1,000 people in the community because it gets messy and it's going to be hard to follow up and just keep it clean, right? Paid Skool members. Basically, I'm going to launch in April. At least that's the plan, right? And I want to launch with 15 people in the community. So I have basically 2 months to figure out what to do the paid community about, right? What to include, what people are going to need, all that kind of stuff. All right. So the done-for-you clients, right? I'm talking high ticket, so anything above 4K. Usually when I work with my clients, I charge around like 4 to 8K, something like that. Sometimes recurring, sometimes just project-based, but I'm being quite conservative here. 1 to 2 clients per month, which is enough to survive, basically, right? But if I combine it with a done with you launch, which is going to be like some kind of coaching or mentoring or something like that, probably, because I love that stuff, actually. I do it for free with my friends. Anyway, I plan to launch this in May, basically. Or it's not going to be a launch. It's just going to be, I'm just going to offer it to people, right? And from there on, I'm going to have like 1 to 3 people as a done with you client, right? So by now you should be able to see how much money this potentially actually makes, right? If I have 50 or 150 members in the community who are paying a monthly recurring fee, if I have 1 to 2 done for you clients, if I have 1 to 3 done with you clients, and you can see like it went up and it went down again because, well, I'm growing my paid community, and I think it's going to be way more interesting to just grow that instead of have more done with you clients, because it takes way more time to do that, right? So let's have a look. The revenue with Skool, this is how I'm expecting it to grow, basically, right? So if I start with 15 people, it's going to be around 1.5K, right? If I charge $97. And that's the goal. I mean, let's see. Maybe I'm going to charge less. Maybe I'm going to charge more. You can charge up to $999 per month with Skool. But yeah, let's see where this goes. And well, you can see it growing month by month, right? So with 50 users, I already got almost 4K. With 70 users, I already got 6.7K. With 150 users, well, I'm making 14.5K a month, which is amazing. Like, that kind of money is life-changing for anyone who's below that, right? So yeah, I'm pumped for this year. Let's see and let's make it work. But that's not all, right? So this was only the Skool money, right? We still have the 2 offers we can add to it, right? So let's see that. Well, 4K the first month because I have 1 done for you clients, then I have 2, then I have 1. Then it's starting to do both, right? 2 done for you, 1 done with you, so it's 10K. So it hovers around 4 to 10K, which is added to the paid community fees, right? So by the end of the year, I'm planning to hit 67K with the paid community, 74K with the services I'm going to provide. And the total is going to be just above 140K, which is very good money, right? For me at least. Not for everyone, but for me definitely is good money. Well, that's it. Now you have it. I hope this stuff helps you to, well, just think different here and see the opportunity that's in front of you, because Skool is taking off really quickly. And I told you, like, my views got up, my subscriber rate got up, my inbound leads, they are growing like hell. So I really think these numbers are doable for anyone, actually, not only for me, especially for other people, because like I know some stuff and I'm decent at doing content, but as you can tell, I have my flaws too, right? And everyone does. And yeah, I think this is doable for anyone. So all the best. Go ahead and try it. I want to invite you to actually join my community, because if you're interested in doing stuff like that, well, you should join. I will put the link in the description. You will be able to sign up through my landing page. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure to watch that video I'm showing on the screen right now, because it shows you how to actually automate Skool and use the landing page method I have shown you in this video, right? So if you're interested, check it out now.